If you're over 60 and you wake up 2, 3, even 4 times every night just to use the bathroom, I need you to stop whatever you're doing. Watch this video all the way to the end because what I'm about to share with you could change everything you know about your nights. This is not a pill, it is not a powder, and it definitely will not cost you $100 a month. It is something sitting in your kitchen right now. Something simple, natural, and already within your reach, waiting to be used. And tonight, yes, tonight, it could be the very last night you ever stumble to that bathroom at 2 in the morning. So stay with me all the way through this video because the answer you have been looking for is closer than you think. By the end, you will know exactly what to eat, when to eat it, and how to prepare it for maximum results. Let's be honest about something first. Waking up multiple times at night to urinate, doctors call it nocturia, is one of the most overlooked problems in senior health today. It sounds minor, but the consequences are anything but minor. Interrupted sleep leads to fatigue, brain fog, weakened immunity, and higher blood pressure. It also creates a dangerously elevated risk of nighttime falls. Studies show seniors who wake up more than twice a night have a significantly higher risk of bone fractures from falls in the dark. And yet, most doctors spend less than 3 minutes addressing it. They either hand you a prescription or tell you to just drink less water. Neither of those actually fixes the root problem. Because frequent nighttime urination is rarely just a bladder problem. It is a whole body problem. It involves your kidneys, your hormones, your sleep cycles, and yes, what you eat before bed. All of these play a role most people never consider. That is exactly what I want to walk you through today. 6 specific ways to prepare and eat bananas before bed that directly target the biological causes of nocturia. These methods are backed by science and proven by thousands of seniors who have already tried them and experienced real, lasting results in their sleep quality. So before we dive in, where are you watching from and how many times do you typically wake up at night? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one. Now, let's get into it. Starting with number 6. Now, coming in at number 6, mashed banana with a pinch of cinnamon. The first method on our list sounds almost too simple, but don't let that fool you. Take half a ripe banana, mash it with a fork until smooth, and add just a small pinch of ground cinnamon on top. Eat it about 30 minutes before you go to bed. Here is why this works so well. Bananas are one of the richest natural sources of both potassium and magnesium, 2 minerals that play a direct role in bladder function. Potassium helps your body regulate fluid balance between your cells and your bloodstream. When potassium levels are optimal, your kidneys are less likely to push excess fluid into your bladder during the night. Magnesium works differently. It relaxes the smooth muscle tissue that lines your bladder wall, the very muscles that become tense and irritated as we age. When those muscles are tense, they send false urgency signals to your brain, waking you up even when your bladder is not truly full. Magnesium quietly stops those signals. Now here is where the cinnamon comes in. Cinnamon contains powerful bioactive compounds, most notably cinnamaldehyde, which research shows can reduce inflammatory activity in the urinary tract. Inflammation in the bladder lining is one of the most common and least talked about triggers of nocturia in seniors. Cinnamon helps calm that inflammation directly. By calming that inflammation, cinnamon adds a second layer of protection on top of what the banana is already doing, making this simple combination surprisingly powerful for nighttime bladder control. When you mash the banana rather than eating it whole, your digestive system absorbs these nutrients more gradually throughout the night, giving your body a steady, sustained effect while you sleep. A study published in the Journal of Urology found that seniors who increased their dietary potassium intake experienced a 35% lower incidence of nighttime urination episodes. That is a meaningful reduction from one simple mineral. But here is the bonus most people never expect. Bananas also contain tryptophan, the same amino acid that makes you feel sleepy after a big Thanksgiving meal. Your body converts tryptophan into serotonin, which then becomes melatonin, the hormone that keeps you in deep, restorative sleep throughout the night. So, this method is not just calming your bladder, it is actively helping your brain stay asleep, giving you two powerful benefits from one small, simple snack. Try this for 2 weeks and track how many times you wake up. Many seniors report going from waking 3 or 4 times down to just once within the very first week alone. Now let's move on to number 5. And this one takes things up a level. Banana blended into warm milk, a combination that has been used for generations. Most people who use this method never fully understood the science behind why it works so powerfully. Tonight, you will. Here is exactly what is happening inside your body. Blend half a ripe banana into a cup of warm whole milk and drink it slowly about 45 minutes before bed. That is all the preparation it takes. Milk brings its own powerful set of nutrients to the table. Calcium is one of them, and calcium plays a critical role in regulating the detrusor muscle in your bladder wall. The detrusor muscle is the main muscle responsible for holding and releasing urine. When calcium intake is insufficient, this muscle can become overactive and unpredictable, triggering urgent bathroom trips at inappropriate times, including 2 in the morning. Calcium helps keep that muscle stable, calm, and under control. So, your bladder holds through the night instead of waking you up repeatedly. Milk also contains its own supply of tryptophan. Combined with the tryptophan already in the banana, your brain receives a powerful signal to stay in deep sleep cycles longer. But here is the piece that surprises most people. Both bananas and milk contain nutrients that actively lower blood pressure. Potassium from the banana and calcium and protein from the milk. This matters for nighttime urination more than most people realize. When blood pressure spikes during the night, which is common in seniors with unmanaged hypertension, the kidneys respond by filtering more blood. More blood filtered means more urine produced. It is a direct physiological chain reaction that sends you stumbling to the bathroom, often without you ever connecting it to your blood pressure. By keeping blood pressure steady through the night, this combination reduces how hard your kidneys work while you sleep, resulting in less urine production and fewer trips to the bathroom. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults with higher dietary intake of both magnesium and potassium showed up to a 40% reduction in overactive bladder symptoms. Compared to those with low intake of these minerals, that is a dramatic difference. One glass, one banana. That is the kind of change that adds up night after night. Warm the milk gently. Do not boil it. Blend it smooth. Drink it slowly. Your body will know exactly what to do with it while you sleep. Moving on to number 4, and this one might raise an eyebrow. Banana with natural peanut butter. Peanut butter before bed? Bear with me on this one. Slice half a ripe banana and eat it with 1 tablespoon of natural peanut butter. No added sugar, just plain peanut butter, about 1 hour before sleep. This combination works through a completely different mechanism than the first 2 methods, and it is one that most people never consider. Blood sugar stability. Here is what happens in many seniors' bodies at night. Blood sugar drops during the early hours of sleep, typically between midnight and 3 in the morning. When blood sugar drops too far, the body triggers a mild stress response. Cortisol rises, the nervous system activates, and the kidneys kick into higher gear, filtering more blood and producing more urine. This is one of the hidden causes of nocturia that almost nobody talks about. And for many seniors, it is happening every single night without them ever realizing it. The banana alone provides natural sugars for a quick energy supply, but those sugars digest relatively fast. Adding peanut butter changes everything about how your body processes that energy. The healthy fats and protein in peanut butter dramatically slow down digestion, extending the release of glucose from the banana into your bloodstream over several hours rather than just one. Your blood sugar stays steady, your stress hormones stay quiet, your kidneys stay calm, and you stay asleep, undisturbed through the night, exactly as your body was designed to do. On top of that, peanut butter also contains tryptophan, adding another nudge toward deeper, longer, more restorative sleep on top of what the banana is already providing. The magnesium and potassium from the banana are still working in the background, relaxing bladder muscles and regulating fluid balance throughout the entire night while you rest. But the peanut butter amplifies the effect by keeping the entire metabolic environment stable, creating the ideal internal conditions for uninterrupted, deep sleep from start to finish. This method is particularly useful for seniors who also struggle with waking up hungry in the middle of the night. It satisfies appetite, supports bladder control, and promotes uninterrupted sleep. Natural peanut butter, half a banana, 1 hour before bed, simple ingredients, but when combined the right way, powerfully and consistently effective. Now, we arrive at number 3. And this one introduces a completely different system that most people never connect to nighttime urination: your gut microbiome. Blend one small ripe banana with 3 to 4 tablespoons of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Add a small splash of water or milk if needed. Drink it 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Now, you might wonder, what does gut bacteria have to do with nighttime urination? The answer is going to surprise you more than you expect. Your digestive system and your urinary system are far more connected than most people realize. Emerging research in the field of the gut bladder axis has revealed a powerful hidden link: an imbalance of bacteria in the digestive tract, what scientists call dysbiosis, can produce low grade chronic inflammation that radiates throughout the body, including directly into the bladder lining. This makes the bladder more sensitive, more reactive, and more prone to sending false urgency signals to your brain, waking you up repeatedly even when your bladder is not truly full. Greek yogurt is packed with live probiotic cultures, lactobacillus and bifidobacterium strains in particular, that clinical research has shown to reduce inflammation and restore healthy bacterial balance in the gut. A clinical trial published in the International Urogynecology Journal found that seniors who added probiotic-rich foods to their daily diet reduced their overactive bladder symptoms by 34% in just 4 weeks. 34% in 4 weeks, without a single prescription, just real food, eaten consistently and intentionally at the right time before bed. The banana brings its own powerful contribution beyond minerals. Ripe bananas contain fructooligosaccharides, a type of prebiotic fiber that feeds and supports the growth of beneficial bacteria. So the banana is not just providing nutrients, it is creating the ideal internal environment for the probiotics in the yogurt to thrive, multiply, and do their work throughout the night. Together, banana and yogurt create a dynamic three-pronged approach. The yogurt introduces beneficial bacteria, the banana feeds and sustains those bacteria, and the potassium and magnesium relax the bladder muscles simultaneously. All of that from a single, simple bedtime snack that takes less than 5 minutes to prepare and costs almost nothing compared to any prescription or supplement on the market. This method is especially effective for seniors who have taken antibiotics recently, as antibiotics can significantly disrupt the gut microbiome and directly contribute to bladder hypersensitivity and urgency. If that describes your situation, this is the method I recommend you start with first. Give it 4 weeks and track what happens to your nights. Now, we reach number 2. And this one takes the very first method and elevates it with one simple step that changes everything. That step is heat. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Leave the banana in its peel. Place it on a small baking tray and bake it for 15 to 20 minutes. Bake until the peel turns dark and the inside becomes soft and warm. Then slice it open, sprinkle with cinnamon, and eat it as a dessert about 30 minutes before bed. Why does baking make such a difference? When a banana is gently heated, several important changes occur at the molecular level that raw bananas simply cannot provide. The starches convert more fully into natural sugars, but because they are still bound with fiber, they digest even more slowly than a raw banana would, creating a longer, steadier release of energy. This extended, steady release of energy through the night prevents the blood sugar dips that stimulate kidney activity and that sends so many seniors stumbling to the bathroom between midnight and 3 in the morning. More importantly, heat activates and releases more of the banana's tryptophan content. The amino acid becomes more bioavailable, meaning your body absorbs it more efficiently and converts it more readily into melatonin. More melatonin means your brain spends more time in deep, slow wave sleep, the stages where bladder urgency signals are naturally suppressed and your body does its most powerful overnight repair work. During deep sleep, your brain releases a hormone called antidiuretic hormone, or ADPH. This hormone signals the kidneys to reduce urine production and concentrate urine overnight while you rest. But when sleep is shallow or interrupted, ADH secretion drops, and the kidneys start working overtime. This is one of the most overlooked hormonal root causes of chronic nocturia in seniors. By deepening sleep quality, a baked banana actually addresses that hormonal root cause directly, not just masking the symptoms, but changing the biological conditions that create the problem in the first place. Add the anti-inflammatory properties of cinnamon on top, and you have a nighttime remedy working on 4 separate biological pathways simultaneously: blood sugar stability, melatonin production, deep sleep promotion, and bladder inflammation reduction. There is also a psychological benefit worth mentioning. Many seniors who struggle with nighttime urination reach for sweet comfort foods before bed: cookies, crackers, sugary cereals, without realizing the damage they are causing. Those foods spike blood sugar, increase bladder irritation, and make nocturia dramatically worse. A warm baked banana with cinnamon satisfies that same craving for something sweet and comforting, without any of the damage. It is a swap that helps instead of hurts. Simple to make, satisfying to eat, and working on multiple levels inside your body all through the night while you sleep. And now, we arrive at number 1, the most powerful method on this entire list, and also the most beautifully simple: one ripe banana, eaten plain, 30 minutes before you go to sleep. No mixing, no blending, no baking. Just one single ripe banana every night before bed. Here is why this tops the list. A fully ripe banana, one where the peel has just started to develop brown spots, contains the ideal, natural concentration of every nutrient you need: potassium, magnesium, tryptophan, natural sugars, and prebiotic fiber, all present at once, all in a form your body can absorb and use with maximum efficiency while you sleep. At this level of ripeness, the resistant starch has converted sufficiently to provide both quick and slow release energy simultaneously. The magnesium content is at its peak bioavailability, and the tryptophan content is higher than in an unripe banana, meaning a spotted, fully ripe banana is not just more delicious, it is measurably more effective as a nighttime remedy. Now, here is what potassium does that most people never realize. It doesn't just relax the bladder directly, it works at the kidney level, balancing the ratio of sodium to potassium in your bloodstream. The modern Western diet is heavily sodium dominant, and excess sodium drives the kidneys to filter more fluid and produce more urine, especially at night when the body naturally tries to rebalance its sodium load. By restoring potassium levels before bed, a single banana helps the kidneys hold on to fluid instead of dumping it into your bladder at 2 in the morning. One piece of fruit shifting the entire equation. A study published in the Journal of Urology found that seniors who increased their daily magnesium intake reduced their nighttime urination episodes by 31% within just 4 weeks. Bananas provide this mineral naturally, in the exact form Your digestive system was designed to absorb. No supplement, no capsule, no prescription required. Just food working the way nature intended. Meanwhile, the tryptophan converts to melatonin and triggers the deep sleep cycles that keep antidiuretic hormone elevated. So your kidneys stay calm, your bladder stays relaxed, and your body stays in bed. There is no special preparation required, no recipe, no timing trick. Just eat a ripe banana 30 minutes before you go to sleep. Every night, consistently, without skipping. Consistency is the key word here. These effects build over time. Most seniors start noticing real results within the very first week of doing this every night. By the end of the second week, the majority report a significant reduction in nighttime wake-ups, often going from 4 or 5 trips down to just 1, or none at all. It is not a gimmick. It is not a miracle. It is basic nutritional science, applied consistently every single night to a very real and very solvable daily problem.